Okay, let's play horse. Bitch, I'm gonna go look at the streams. 100 pack I can make on my day off. While we talk about money, I got mine.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy BreezyB back with another video. Today, I have a gameplay of Battlefield 2042. So, this is one of my video games I'm excited for to be playing soon. So as Black Ops and not Black Ops, damn, Call of Duty, Vanguard or something like that, I'm not sure. And I will be playing Apex. I'm gonna give that a try, and other sorts of games also. So just stay tuned because we only going up from here. But let's get on to the video. Before we start, hit the like button and hit the subscribe where it says BreezyB and join the family. Let's get to it. Bow. Initiating moisture. Let's see how this gameplay looks.
Today we're taking a look at Battlefield 2042. Now that I've played the game for the last 5 or 6 days, I feel like I can safely give a review of this game now that it's fully released. Overall, I really enjoy the game, but it's got a lot of problems. Playing Battlefield 2042 is a lot like eating ass. It's fun, but it's pretty stinky. I'm gonna go ahead
I just like the graphics. It's better than Call of Duty.
I really like the ability to change attachments in game. You just hold down T, and then you can immediately just start putting on new sites and changing things around on the fly. It's a really nice system. I think that's great. It keeps things fast paced. I also do like a lot of the new gadgets and a lot of the new things that you're able to do. So the wingsuit, for me personally, I think
that's
it's
tough.
Making some big dick plays. I fucking fly around like
that's tough.
Get behind the enemy. Get like right down. I also just absolutely love the portal system. I think it is a great idea. It's not fully realized yet, but I think like in a month it'll be pretty refined. Basically, you can go to this portal system and you can choose these servers where you can play like some classic Battlefield.
That's what I like about Battlefield. When you shoot somebody, it goes quick. Like that person is dying. It's more realistic than Call of Duty. It takes like 156 bullets or 500 bullets to kill one person, man.
I think the custom games people will come up with for the portal system are going to be really enjoyable and probably give the game an even longer lifespan. So I think that's just a really exciting idea. I also really appreciate that they didn't bother ham-fisting a campaign into this game. Battlefield stories have been terrible since Bad Company 2, so I'm glad they didn't even bother here. They just said, fuck the campaign, let's focus on what people actually play Battlefield for, which is the multiplayer experience. And I don't know why people were pretending to be upset by the lack of story mode here. I doubt they could name a single character in any Battlefield campaigns, because they're all terribly, forgettably generic. So I think it was a good call not to do that with this one. Now, just overall, if you've ever enjoyed a Battlefield game,
I don't really play the story mode no more.
It is the exact same Battlefield formula you're used to, with only a few minor changes overall. There's nothing they've done here where they wiped their ass with Battlefield and completely changed its identity or anything like that. It is pretty much still the same Battlefield experience. For some people, that's going to be great. For some, it's going to be bad. For me, I'm right in the middle where I enjoy it, but recognize a lot of the problems it has, which we're going to get into now. Let's start with the biggest one so far. The servers almost never work. Across the last 5 or 6 days, I have literally only been able to join official servers for maybe like 6 hours total of my playtime. The rest is spent in the portal system where I'm able to join other people's games. Their servers have not been working. I was only able to play Breakthrough for the first time yesterday. And I like Breakthrough a lot. I really enjoy that mode. But I was unable to play it until yesterday because I would just keep getting kicked out because the servers just couldn't handle it. And keep in mind, this is all like that Ultimate Edition early access, so it's not even like the entire fucking marching band coming into the game on official release, which is today as of making the moist meter. I can only imagine those servers are gonna fucking die. They're going to explode. But setting aside the big server problems, there's also just the general problem with the gunplay. The gunplay, and this is a weird thing to say in an FPS, the gunplay just doesn't work sometimes. And it's a bug they've acknowledged from what I've read. When you're using a fully automatic weapon, there's random bullet spread everywhere. So you'll be looking at a guy, you'll both be having a little staring contest, and you're trying to pop him in his little braces.
I just saw it. Yeah, one bullet went far to the left.
The bullets are just going wild and wacky, as if they're just made out, like you're just shooting wet noodles. Like they're just being carried by the wind everywhere. And it has nothing to do with tap firing versus full auto, because if you tap fire, you're still getting random bullet spread. With DMRs, you're still getting random bullets firing in all kinds of goofy directions. It's apparently a bug right now, but it's super frustrating that the gunplay isn't tight on release. I feel like that's something that they would have noticed immediately when playtesting this game. Like, hey, boys, our guns in the game, yeah, they don't work right now. Let's go ahead and tune that up. But I guess that got overlooked somewhere along the pipeline. That's why right now I think the top tier weapon is the PP. You get your little PP out, it's an SMG, and it's the only one that's really effective by spread, which is why most people are cruising around with that gun. Everything else just has an absurd amount of random bloom and bullet spread. It's a fucking headache. And speaking of headaches, another really frustrating bug in the game right now is the revive bug, where you cannot be revived if you go down near an object. So let's say you're popping dick off, you just wipe the whole squad, and all of a sudden your butthole gets popped by a sniper, and you go down right next to a door. Your team can't revive you because you're too close to that door. And that goes for anything. Like, let's say you go down near a piece of debris, like a tank just got blown up and its carcass is next to you and you happen to go down. You can't be revived because you're too close to that. And it's not something that only happens occasionally. This is every single time. This is another bug I don't understand how it ever made it to the live game. Because every time you go down near something, your team can't revive you. I can't count the number of times. I mean,
it's realistic though. You go down, you go down. It's not coming up, boy.
And try and revive me, but they just end up like teabagging me because they're trying to find the prompt to revive me, but it doesn't exist because it's glitched. I'm too close to, you know, a fucking piece of bubble gum that's on the battlefield. Like, you have to be completely isolated from everything around you in order to be revived. If there's even like a shell casing near you, you will not be able to be revived by your team. It's super frustrating, and it makes me mad at my teammates, even though I know it's not their fault, because I'm just down in front of them, they're just staring at me like they got the defibrillator out, and they're just looking at each other like, well, nothing we can do here. Can't you see? He went down right next to some old guy's shoe that was left on the battlefield. Hey, out of our hands now. I just can't imagine how this bug actually slipped into the full game here, because it happens every single time you go down near anything. It's so silly.
It's a lot of bugs.
Unfortunately, there is a lot of other bugs in the game as well. There's even one so bad that it would give you invincibility pretty much, where one of the characters, I think it was Dozer's his name, he had this shield where you could basically just be immortal. It would have you come into the game as the fucking juggernaut. You were able to put that shield on and make yourself impossible to get killed. And when they re-enabled that gadget, it was still broken where you could just get shot point blank by a tank shell and not die. So, like, there's a lot of things...
That boy Superman!
I don't understand how they ever made it. Because they're, like, completely obvious, glaring issues that are somehow still present in the game. There's also a huge issue with rubber banding in games. A lot of the servers are laggy. Even when you do go to the official ones, there's a lot of
competition.
They rush. Really, there is a lot of jank to this game. Like I said, I still am enjoying it overall, but I have to point out these problems. And these are things that people are absolutely going to notice and feel. And I think in particular, the thing that's going to make people the angriest is that random bloom and bullet spread. I think people are going to be really upset at how inconsistent the gunplay feels during an intent.
Because, say for instance, I'm right here and you're right there. We're like 5 feet away from each other. I'm laying all the lead on your ass, and you haven't got hit once, and I'm seeing my bullets doing this, looking like fucking fireworks. And man, hell no, that. Next game.
It's firefight. I really like the pacing of the game, especially in breakthrough. So you're gonna get these close quarters fights, or even maybe medium long range fights, and you're just going to lose due to no fault of your own, just because bullets decided to, you know, go to a different fucking dimension on their journey to the target. So that's definitely the biggest one that I'd like to point out. I also don't like the UI in this game very much. It's very confusing. It's also really counterintuitive. I just don't like the UI like at all in this game. And I also don't really see the point of these class specialists. Like, there's no reason for them. Pretty much every character in this game can do exactly the same thing. Everyone's a medic, everyone's an engineer, everyone can do all of the same things.
Yeah, so it's no point.
The only difference between these classes, these specialists, is like that one ability, like the wingsuit I mentioned, which is cool, I do enjoy that. But at that point, why not just make it one soldier you play as, and you can just choose the wingsuit as well as the other shit? Because literally, there's only one difference that separates these classes from each other. Everything else, they can all do the same shit. It's not like in other Battlefield games where
everybody's gonna be having that wingsuit.
Bad Company 2, you'll have the recon class who's focused on sniping as well as spotting. You'll have the medic class who's focused on healing and reviving, and those are what they specialize in. In this game, any class can do those things. Did he just go
under the ground?
Every class is a jack of all trades. There's nothing that they specialize in that is impactful. They just have one different ability. So really, what was the point of even having that system in the first place? And now let's talk about the maps. The maps, I don't think are awful, but they're not good either. The maps are super open, especially compared to older Battlefield maps. Everything just feels like it's a giant box with like a few hills, and there's only a couple ways of approaching a firefight. Like almost all of the fights you're gonna have are just like out in the open. There's not a whole lot of like intricacies to the map. You're never gonna really have a lot of, you know, really memorable firefight moments. It's just gonna be like, hey, I found this hill and I shot that guy on that hill, or we were both on this open road and we shot each other and I happened to win because my blue RNG was better. Like, I just don't think the maps complement a really fun style of gameplay, and I just think there's a huge problem with the size of the maps. The maps are just way too big. Like, they added more players here, you know, it's 64v64, but the maps are just too fucking big. Running from point A to point B will genuinely take like 6 real-world minutes at full sprint if you can't spawn in a vehicle.
Damn.
It takes so long, so get ready to run around a lot, because that's going to be the
add more people to the map. I mean, come on now.
And around. But once you do get there, it won't be hard to find people, which
at
is
least
nice.
200,
it's just
100
it
even.
takes a while to get there. So, I don't think the maps are the worst in the Battlefield series, but they're definitely not that great either. So let's go ahead and plug Battlefield 2042 into the voice meter. I'm giving it a 65% in its current state. I really do think in like 3 or 6 months from now, this game's going to be extremely good. It's just right now, it's so rough.
It just came out though.
To get this game out as quickly
it
as
just
possible.
came out.
Some glaring issues
so of course they're gonna fix the bug and all the issues and all that stuff.
It's gonna put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth here. There's no doubt in my mind. But like I said, I have been enjoying the game even in spite of all these problems, and I think the play system has a lot of potential to be an extremely fun tool. And
give y'all my review.
Where that goes. But yeah, there's a lot of bugs and problems that need to be fixed in the game, and hopefully we'll get to that pretty soon.
Hey guys, Jackson here. Let's talk about Helix mattresses. I'm sure you've all heard the saying that a mattress is the most important thing you will ever buy. And think about it. You sleep almost half your life.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
Give him the mattress. Stuff, whatever. So like I was saying, it just came out. It's going to be a bug. But I know it's a lot of bugging issues with Battlefield. Damn, man. The graphics seem still cool. Graphics between Call of Duty and Battlefield, I feel like, my personal opinion, Battlefield is like right here with graphics, and Call of Duty's right here. Gameplay, Call of Duty's right here, Battlefield's right here. But Battlefield, it's like they do dumb stuff. They could easily be at the same level as Call of Duty when it comes to gameplay. They already got the graphics. The map, how open it is. That's the only thing. Call of Duty right here, Battlefield right here. That's the only thing that's keeping. You add more people, it's gonna be a lot more funner. You can't have a big ass map, 64 on the other side, 64 on this side. That don't work. That's too small. You could tell this map right here alone. Hold on, let me show you. I think it's the desert one. Yeah, right here. I'm about to show y'all. This map alone could almost hold 100 people. I mean, not 100, 200 people. 100 on this side, 100 on that side. It'll be more funner because there's more people. Then you don't have to run for a long period of time to find gunplay, you know. That's like, I don't know. He said 65%, but probably in 3 months it could be good. So I'm not gonna say it. I have to say that's bad to come out like that. 65, man, damn. But 3 months, I feel like. To me, I feel like it's gonna get better when I get my stuff set up, and by the time I get on Battlefield, which is probably a couple of weeks. I'm gonna give it a couple of weeks. But when I get on Battlefield, everything should be good. All the bugging issues should be gone. I saw a couple of glitches that would irritate the hell out of me. But especially the reviving, bro. If I ever see my teammate just looking at me, bro, I'd be like, you know what? I'm about to go to their house and smack the hell out their head. Revive me, man! What you staring at? But my opinion, I would give the same 65%. How I'm viewing it, I'm not even playing it. How I'm viewing it, I would say a good 60 to 65. I know Battlefield could be way better than Call of Duty. For both, like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and other game like shooting games like Rainbow and all that stuff, I don't play stories no more. So it's so typical. But that's all for the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right here where it says BreezyB. One click, you join the family. That's all it takes, man. And stay humble, stay blessed, and you know what the rest. Your boy BreezyB is out.